What's going on, everybody? Resale Rabbit here, and yesterday I showed you two videos that were supposed to be one video, but a customer came and pounded on my door and wouldn't go away, of a pallet that I bought, electronics returns. We unboxed it, you saw everything as I went through it. For those of you who don't like the really long videos, here is a shortened version where you can see the stuff. I've got it all laid out right here to go through, I guess. This is going to be a much shorter video. Couple of things first. Everything here is going to be tested before I sell it. We're only selling working items, and we're selling them as new other on eBay, meaning it is a new item, but the box may have been opened, or maybe it's missing the box. Of course, some items may be used, and we'll sell them as used. Other items, most of the items, aren't really worth much on eBay, so I'm selling them at our warehouse sale or with consignment shops or local auctions. Let's dive in. I paid $1,500 for this pallet shipped. It arrived much sooner than I had expected, and I'm really excited about it. So coming over here, starting out, I've got two boxes here of micro USB chargers. Some of these are just the USB cables. Some of them have, that's just the USB cable. Some of them have the actual connectors. Some of them have a bunch of writing on them. So these have not been tested. There were two or three that I saw that were cut that I just threw out, but I obviously didn't inspect every one. This one's a nice metal one. It's kind of neat. But two boxes full, this one and then the box underneath it. I should easily get $1 a piece for those. And we've got a box of iPhone cables. This is most of the iPhone cables. I'll show you the rest in a minute. Some of them have, I think this one might, no. Some of them actually have the wall port or the part where you connect it to the car. We've got a bunch of phone cases here. These are for newer phones like the iPhone 10 or what is this, the Galaxy S8. We've got a bunch of screen protectors. I did open one of these on camera and it was in perfect condition. However, I would assume most of these are gonna be cracked and junk. So maybe 90% of these will just get thrown away. Here we've got some Bluetooth speakers. All of them are Walmart's in-house brand, Black Web. I should be able to get between $5 and $10 each at minimum, I would assume. We had 3 chargers for the older iPods. I don't know if those will even sell. You can get those so cheap now, but they're there. And 3 backup batteries. These are really nice to have. If you don't have one, get one. I've got 6 lightning cables. These were also in there in addition to that box here. These are the original Apple ones. I separated these out because those I should be able to get a little bit more money for. And here I've got 19 of these metal Black Web iPhone cables. Again, that's Walmart's house brand, but I actually looked these up and they're going for like $8 on eBay. So I should have no problem selling them for that, which means I'm getting about $5 after fees. These are all factory sealed. There was one box like this, they got thrown in here somewhere, that was open. Here, that one was opened. It looks new, but the box has been open. All of these are factory sealed. Antennas, we've got 2 different types of antenna, as well as this outdoor antenna amplifier. I honestly don't even know if I'll be able to sell those, but maybe I'll put them in one big lot for something. This guy was brand new. There's actually 2 of these. One of them is in the giveaway that you have to go back to the live video to be entered in that, but there were 2 of those, factory sealed. We've got a bunch of these Samsung wireless charging pads. All of them are used, not incredibly valuable. Well, you know what? I think there might be 2 different models because I thought I looked at one of these and it was like $20. $49.84 is what this one originally sold for at Walmart. And that means maybe I could get $15-20 a piece for them on eBay. I don't know, I'd have to look them up. And then this is all OEM Samsung chargers. Some are just the cables, some have, let me see if I can find one where you can actually see the box. Some of them have the thing to plug it into the wall, there, like that, Samsung. This is a bunch of headphones, some are Bluetooth, some aren't. I honestly don't know if I'd get $5 for that whole box, but they were on the pallet. This thing is cool, it's brand new, it's a base station for a security system. I actually use this security system for some of the cameras in the warehouse, and it's really nice. I'm very happy with it. This is about $100 brand new on eBay. That's what it's selling for, and this item is still factory sealed, brand new. I should get about $75 after fees. Here we've got some Xbox One controllers. We've got 5 black, 3 blue, and 4 white. There are also 2 more that are in the giveaway that aren't pictured here. I did, at the advice of a commenter, I looked up a YouTube video teaching me how to test these on a computer. So I don't actually need to go out and buy an Xbox One to test them, but I should be able to get 25 to 30 bucks each for them. And we've got, 12 of them here. We got a whole bunch of off-brand wireless charging pads. These are Tsumi. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that right. And then Walmart's house brand, these Blackweb. It's a wireless charging stand. I don't know if I'll be able to get much for them, but I'll probably just sell them in one big lot. We got a whole bunch of these Bluetooth headsets. Some of them, like this one, I believe, aren't worth a whole lot, but these ones are actually decent. I should be able to get about 40 bucks a piece. There are only 2 of that model, though. We got some of these Walmart brand sound bars. Original retail price of 35 bucks. I should be able to get about 10 bucks each once we test them. Here is a stack of Blackweb, Walmart brand, Bluetooth headphones. Original price of 20 bucks. There's probably 10 of them there, so 15 maybe. Original price of 20 bucks, 1988. Should be able to get about 5 bucks each for them. And here I've got 10 DVD players still in the box. I haven't looked in to make sure they all have the remote. There's one loose that doesn't have the remote. But I should be able to get 5 to 10 bucks each for them if they work. We've also got this iHome iPod dock. That should go for sometimes I can get like 50 bucks for those. It really just depends on the model. Down here I've got a whole bunch of these universal AC adapters. I'm probably not going to sell them. I'm going to keep them because they're definitely going to come in handy when I have an item to sell that doesn't have the AC adapter. We've got a bunch of phone mounts, anything from fancy ones to little cheap ones. I don't know if I'll even be able to sell those. I'll probably just put them in the warehouse sale for $1 each. This is all just random electronics, just stuff that doesn't fit any of those categories. Here are USB-C cables. These, let me see if I can pull one out to show you what it looks like. They're all pretty well packaged. There we go. It looks like a micro USB, but it's a little bit different. The newer, I think Samsung phones have those, but I got a whole box of those, probably get $1 a piece for them. Moving on over here, we've got a whole bunch of these antennas. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, looks like 8 of them. These have sold well in the past. I should be able to get about 10 bucks each for those. And then a whole bunch of cordless phones. These do really well on eBay. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different SKUs. So that means I only need 9 listings for them. As far as testing, it's going to be a bit of a pain. I'm going to have somebody who works for me do the testing. Just plug them in, charge them up, make sure they hold a charge, push all the buttons. We do have a landline phone here specifically for testing these, so we can plug it in, make a call to test them. I sell a lot of these that I find at thrift stores, so it is worth it to spend the 30 bucks a month for a landline phone for testing. This one and these ones, whereas multiple handsets are probably going to sell for the most, I'll probably get about 25 to 30 bucks a piece for them. Also got this game. I'm just going to throw it in the warehouse sale for $1 because I'm not sure if the access code has been used. We've got a brand new tablet. The box has been open, but I went through it. It looks like it's never been used inside. These are always nice to have, cordless phone batteries. These are for older ones, but I sell a lot of the older cordless phones too, stuff that I find in thrift stores, so it's always nice to have them. This one has been opened. Likely the case, the person bought it and it didn't fit their phone. This one is still factory sealed, so I'm going to hold on to those. We've got a couple of keyboards. One is a wired keyboard and then a wireless keyboard and mouse. I'm not going to get much for the wired keyboard, but maybe a little for the wireless keyboard and mouse. Here's a bunch of phones that don't have packaging. Some of them are just random pieces. Some of them are bagged together. So I'll have to go through these, and if any of these phones up here are missing parts or have broken parts, we can always mix and match them to make complete sets. Here we've got a bunch of these LG Bluetooth headsets. Some are black, some are blue. I looked these up. Now I don't remember. I mentioned on the second video what I'm getting for them. If I remember right, they're about $15 plus shipping, so I'll walk away with about 10 bucks each. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that is about 90 bucks. I would imagine most of them work. We've done really well with this type of stuff in the past. And lastly, we've got these 3 projectors. They're nothing fancy, but they are HD projectors. This one has a retail price of $150 and these 2 of $80. I am expecting to get about half that, so $75, $40, and $40. So that is this pallet. I paid $1,500 for all of this. Rough estimate, I think I'll probably double my money, get about $3 grand for it all. It's not worth it, I don't think, if you're doing this by yourself, because it's a lot of stuff to test. But if you have people, if you have somebody who you can pay 10, 12, 13 bucks an hour to test everything, you spend a few $100 at the most, and everything is tested. I'm literally putting like an hour of work into this, maybe 2, having somebody doing all the testing for me. Listing is going to be a breeze. Remember, not all of this stuff is getting listed. It's just the higher value things like the Xbox controllers and the phones. The rest of it will be dropped off at consignment stores, sold with local auctions. In both of those cases, I do very little work. I just have to drop them off. Or, in the case of this type of stuff, sold in the warehouse sale for $1 each. We have the warehouse sale either way, so it's not going to take any extra work to set these boxes on the floor next to a table. So, that is the $1,500 electronics pallet. A much shorter video showing, a better look at what I got. A lot of it was very similar stuff, so the long video was probably kind of boring. So now you know. I will do an update once we get most of this stuff sold. I anticipate it's all going to be, or 75% of it will be sold in about 2 to 3 weeks. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, leave a comment below.